This story is called The Fox and the Grapes. And here is a fox, and this is looks like a tree, and growing up the tree is a vine, and on the vine are some grapes. And this fox is looking at the grapes. Probably, I would guess he wants to eat them. So let's see what it says. A fox one day spied a beautiful bunch of ripe grapes hanging from a vine trained along the branches of a tree. Trained here, I think this means running along, running along the tree. That's kind of trained along it. Trained along the branches of the tree. The grapes seemed ready to burst with juice. Oh, so they looked ready to burst with juice. Delicious grapes, really tasty. And the fox's mouth watered as he gazed longingly at them. So, yeah, you can see, fox wants to eat them. I would too. The bunch hung from a high branch, so it's a little high, and the fox had to jump for it. The first time he jumped, he missed it by a long way. So, not getting those grapes. So he walked off a short distance and took a running leap at it, only to fall short once more. Again and again he tried, but in vain. So he's jumping, jumping, jumping for the grapes, never can quite get them. Now he sat down and looked at the grapes in disgust. Disgust. I mean, they gross him out. He doesn't even want to look at them anymore. He says, "What a fool I am. Here I am wearing myself out to get a bunch of sour grapes that are not worth gaping for, not worth jumping for." And he walked off very, very scornfully. That means unhappily. Like, right, those are more complicated words, but here it says contemptuously, without respect, in a disdainful manner. Those all mean the same as scornfully, which means unhappy, basically. All right, so he slurked away. After trying so hard to get these juicy grapes, he left and said they must have been sour. They didn't even taste good, he thought, at the end. And that's kind of funny because, he was jumping after them just a minute ago. So what is he thinking? What's the moral of this story that we learn? When you want something and you can't get it a bunch of times over and over again, and then you walk away and you say, I didn't want it. I didn't want that thing that I was going for. They say there are many who pretend to despise and belittle that which is beyond their reach. Right. So what that means is many people, they will say that they don't like the things that they can't have. But maybe it's just because they can't have them. So if you hear yourself or someone else saying that, gosh, I really don't like that thing that I've never tried before. Like maybe they say they don't like playing, baseball. Well, if they haven't tried playing baseball, or if maybe the first time they tried it, they didn't feel that good about their trial, then maybe they really would like it. So they're pretending that they don't, maybe even pretending to themselves, but it's really because they couldn't have it. So it's something for us to be aware of. Just keep an open mind. If we don't succeed at first, we might want to just admit that the thing was probably worthwhile, but gosh, we couldn't get it. And it's okay. That'll happen. That's the story of the fox and the grapes.